Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right phase, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose and the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feeling it. Picking the players, they all never touch. You can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling, dude?
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Just Cash. It is Taco Tuesday, coming at you on August 6th. Let's get the mic up here. We are back breaking down this 4-game Olympic women's basketball slate. As always, joined by Underrated. What's going on, man?
Oh, chillin', man. Getting through the little turbulence of the Olympic props. You know how it goes. But, I always keep the attitude positive because that's how betting goes sometimes. I'm just happy to be here, happy to be alive, happy to be able to bet on sports, happy to be able to chill with my friends, Win some, you lose some. I know we're going to win more than we're going to lose, so let's get it.
Exactly. Real talk here, obviously the Olympics is something that's a total outlier event. It only happens once every 4 years. So it is, play lighter on this aspect. This is not something we're going hard on pause at all to, just the depth and the stats, the in-depth stuff that we need to have to really back up a lot of numbers. It's not really there. I mean, this is a total crapshoot for a lot of it. So do keep that in mind. The best of our abilities, we're going to definitely try and navigate and break it down. Even though we've had a little bit, on the rougher side of things the last 2 days, we've had a really good start to the Olympics and, the day before that. So we're due for a bounce back. I got a good feeling about tomorrow. So we're going to talk about this slate. And I think there's, a couple pretty solid plays that we got to work with today.
Sounds good to me. I ain't complaining. Let's get it, dude.
All right. Well, let's go over the spread total, money lines, all that stuff real fast. And then we'll just go ahead and hop right into the plays.
Sounds good.
So, let's see something. This FanDuel's been on a trip all day today. They've been having technical issues all afternoon. He was it'll keep me logged in and then it'll log me out just randomly. And then I'll look back at it and I'm logged back in. I'm what the hell is going on? All right.
Bro, I had the worst problem with that today, too. The PrizePicks and the Underdog were not getting my location, just like the dude was talking about the other day. It was so annoying. That shit gets me. Anyways, we're good now.
I was getting that a lot today, too. And it's super obnoxious. But so, anyways, we'll go ahead and get some of the obvious ones out of the way. Obviously, USA should be able to pick up the money line. They just took it down. I mean, it was minus 20,000 or something ridiculous. But another 20 is now it's up to 28 points a spread here, which, I mean, real talk, I think they totally cover. I mean, Nigeria's a pretty kind of undiscovered talent team, which I think they have a lot of, raw talent on that team overall, but they're not hanging with USA. We're going to see uncapped USA, kind of like that game versus Belgium, the one that actually mattered. we'll see the stars come out and do their thing. So got USA picking up the win here. I don't know if I want to chase this 28 points. I mean, that's a pretty steep spread. If you can maybe find an alternate total for that, or like an alternate team total, something for USA, then maybe consider that. But all this stuff is pretty egregious. The only other thing I would say is I could totally see USA putting up like 100 points on Nigeria today, or for this game, no problem. So you could consider the over 157 here. I wouldn't fault you there. All right, so the next one I want to talk about real fast, the France and the Germany. I think this one is actually a lot more close to a pick'em than they're giving credit for. Germany is they don't have a lot of name talent outside of the Sablis, but neither does France. So like real talk, they have a couple of decent players, but you got streaky shooters like Johannes, and then Gabby, who is like kind of on this field goal limit. I don't understand what's going on with that. And then just not of like any name real big stars on either side of it. So I think this one's actually a lot closer to a pick'em, and I wouldn't be surprised if actually Germany came in and pulled up the upset here. I know it's the whole France Paris narrative, but we I don't know. Satu's been kind of on a mission here, so I wouldn't be shocked at that. And then the early games, so pretty confident. I think Australia is going to be able to pick up the dub here. They just have so much talent on this team. I think the early part of the season, they just kind of struggled just to really gel. And the whole surprising upset from Nigeria was just a total wild card. So I think that, they've been able to right the ship. And we've seen, Ezzy keeping her hands to herself, playing more minutes. And the team just doing a lot better now as of recent. And there's still a couple, star players on the team who've been really quiet thus far. And, we could totally see that them come alive for this game. So, and same thing for, Serbia. They just don't have a lot of name talent over there. It's pretty much just Yvonne, and then like a lot of B players. They play really well together as a team. So I will give them credit for that. But they really struggle on offense. We've seen them really just over their first 3 games already. They're not really clicking, really low scoring games too. So I would consider even maybe the under total here, or under team total for Serbia. But yeah, I think Australia's going to pick up the dub. And then last but not least, we have what I think is, a pretty close game, closer to a pick'em maybe than what they're kind of leading on. But we have Misamin, who, arguably, I'm not going to say MVP, but she's definitely playing like an MVP caliber player right now so far through this tournament. And, she's putting down some serious numbers, 20 bombs every single game. And she's been, she's looked, really, really good. The RA kind of all over the place for her, but scoring, shooting, field goal volume, like all that stuff is definitely been there. And they actually have, a couple of threats on this team, Van Loo, Linkskins, and a couple other players who are pretty decent role players. So I think just overall this team clicks really well together. And Spain, we saw this the upset from the last time. Meg, she dropped 4 points, like just a crazy outlandish game for her. But the the foul trouble, so that was one big thing. She got into foul trouble, and we saw Spain. They struggled. They absolutely struggled without her being out there. So maybe some teams kind of key in on that a little bit more here. We could see Rodriguez pick up the slack for Meg again, but I don't know. It's gonna be a tough matchup for Spain, I think, for sure. And Belgium's looked really good. Even though they lost to USA, they were hanging around with USA a lot. We were tied going into half with them. So that game was a lot scarier than it seemed. And Belgium was actually the only team to cover the spread against USA. So little mental note for that.
You think Belgium's going to the finals?
Either it'll be Belgium or Australia. One of these two teams. If they don't play USA in the next round, I'm not sure exactly how the brackets are. Let's look at that real fast, actually. Just out of curiosity. All right. Oh, so that's so Australia actually would have to play USA if they do pick up the win. So yeah, I think Belgium actually could take it all the way and be a rematch against USA in the finals.
Guess who I'm cheering for? Besides the USA, of course. Guess who I'm cheering for second?
Oh, Belgium all day. I'm gonna see Emma go up there and tear it up.
No, but guess who I'm cheering for?
Who's that?
Guess. You got to guess.
Well, you gotta tell me what team at least.
No. That's what I'm saying. Which team? Which team do you think I'm cheering for? Is what I'm asking you. Me personally. Me. Just me.
Besides USA.
Mm-hmm. Like, who do I want them to play against in the finals?
Germany.
Nope. I love my girl Gabby. Let's go, France. Let's go, baby.
France.
Big France.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be a pretty solid game. I'm not gonna lie. I just worry about France, man. They just have been so weird on their offense. Their defense has been playing really well. Their offense, though, is very sketchy.
It is. I mean, Gabby's always on those teams with no offense, but she holds it together still. They just need old Johannes to hit some threes, and they'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely need to come out stronger than they did this last game because that first quarter looked awful.
Oh, it's fun. Good old Olympics.
Well, we'll talk about a couple props here, and then we'll head, I guess, just right into some questions and just talk over some stuff. See if anybody's got any questions. Run through a couple maybe plays. I think there's a lot of maybes right now just because PrizePicks really they haven't moved anything mostly as a whole. The only thing that did move was the rebounds, which we did get. We totally goofed our little intro spiel a little bit here.
What happened?
I know we're already a little bit in here, but if you guys do us a huge favor, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out whenever we do go live. We have been on a bit of a hectic schedule with the Olympics lately, so we do appreciate you guys whenever you are able to hang out with us. But yeah, we are growing as a community. Even through the rough waters, we're still going to come out ahead. I promise y'all. It's a long-term game, and we've been doing this for some time now, so we will definitely get there. Just hang tight with us. And last but not least, also down below is the links for 7-day free trial for our Patreon in the Discord, or through the Patreon for our Discord. Make sure you guys come and hang out. We've been doing a lot of stuff in there, a ton of different sports. We got baseball and soccer. Soccer especially has been cracking this week. I mean, just absolutely tearing it up. So, love to see it.
Hell yeah. We hit that under today with the taco. Big Deezy. Okay, cool, bro. So now we are to the props.
Yeah. So, first up, we'll talk about Brianna Stewart. She's 1A, 1B with Asia Stewart. They've been obviously doing all the shooting, all the damage for USA here. And I think she's totally in line for another really solid game. Nigeria, they play at a really fast pace, just like most of the USA starters do. And even though it kind of sucks, still having Dino and Chelsea out there slowing the pace down some, it's still been really nice for the shooters around them, though, because, they've been virtually doing nothing. And so, by default, the play's just going to Asia and then to Stewie on the offhand. So, I think Stewie, really solid matchup. Nigeria, they don't have really a true big setup to hang with either one of these players. And I think Stewie probably gets his first game going a little bit more so than Asia. And she's just on a slight discount. I think this was a bit of a drastic drop-off from the fact that she put up some pretty high numbers in the first two games. She had 22 and 26 points and pretty reasonable field goal attempts, which I think this is totally attainable. And then the last game, she only put up 13 points, but it was only in 17 minutes, which I think this was, we talked about this was clearly they were going to rest the starters because this game was mostly relevant and they should be up. So only 17 minutes, but still put up 13 points. I love this field goal efficiency, which this I think is totally sustainable. This is not like LeBron level where he was shooting 80, 90%, whatever, but totally doable. I think we even see the minutes somewhere around this comparable game to Japan. I think she's going to play right around 25 minutes. And go back. The field goal volume should be right there in this, I think 13 to 15 field goal attempts is totally fine for her. And we've even seen her, be able to get to the free throw line a bunch. So I think this is also something that she's going to be able to do. And yeah, feel pretty good about it though. Just kind of seems, I I was pretty confident they were going to leave her at like 18 or 18 and a half, but a little surprising to see her all the way down to 17 and a half, you know?
For sure. It is kind of low. It's, the only worry is the obviously the super blowout and they don't come back in the fourth. But yeah, I mean, 17 and a half is on the lower side for her and how she's been playing. I just realized also Tarasi and Chelsea played 6 minutes and never came back.
Yeah, I mean, coach is just giving them filler minutes basically. So wouldn't be surprised to see him do it again. I think Tarasi maybe more so could be live to just kind of randomly banging a couple threes, but they know that they haven't had to try, and honestly, this game again, I don't think this is something where necessarily they have to try a whole lot either. And it's going to be a pretty fast pace, as I mentioned earlier. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, some of these bets just kind of chill and coast in this game, because it's not like we're going to be trailing. Nigeria could probably keep it close if their threes are landing and they could cause some turnovers. But our bench unit's been so strong. I mean, just the bench unit alone has been outscoring teams. So even if the starters can't get it done, full confidence the bench will come in and help out.
Sounds like a plan, sir. I'm down with it.
Sweet. All right, well, next up we got Emma. Again, she's just dominating this field goal attempts, and she's the lead shooter for her team. I'm kind of expecting her and Meg to go at it here. Meg coming off of a really bad scoring game, which I would say consideration also for her points. It kind of sucks they didn't really bump her down a whole lot. I was hoping for like 17 or 16 and a half. That would have been real nice. She only got bumped down by 1 this last game. A bit of a stinker there. But yeah, I mean, Emma has yet to clear this, or has yet to go over 5 assists. She had 5 assists in just one single game, but super favorable matchup. Spain doesn't really play like that fast, so I don't think there's much of a pace up necessarily for her. And yeah, I mean, if those two just go battle and play a whole bunch of minutes, they're just going to keep taking those mid-range shots and running the pick and roll through Van Loo down to Emma like we saw the last couple games. So I don't think she's going to pass the ball. She's been chasing those points, so we're going to lock in that 5 assists. And if you can find her on the books, I believe it's 5.5.
5.5? 5.5? 3.5, you mean? Isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, 4.5. Sorry,
4.5.
Yeah, FanDuel had her at 4.5. I was thinking of Underdog. They have alt lines and stuff for her, but yeah, she is 4.5. So this was also something I thought that was kind of interesting. Her just being at 5 flat, but she's only minus 120 for the over, so it's not like there's not even, I mean, a lean towards either or. There's already, minus 106 for the under. So they're not even giving her plus money yet for this. And PrizePicks already bumped up to 5. So I think it's pretty good value. If she gets 5, cool. It is what it is. But asking for 6, I don't know about that. That's a lot.
Feels good. Feels like a good play for sure. Those are those ones on PrizePicks I don't mind taking at all. Someone in the Discord said that it was 3.5 at Bet365 with minus 170. So
yeah, so I mean, you can even find her on here on the old UD at 0.75x for that, which I don't mind. I think this 0.75 is still within the wheelhouse. Personally, I won't play anything under 0.7 if I can help it, but 0.75, not bad at all. I could see her getting 4, no doubt.
Hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog with that?
Yeah. Especially if you have Underdog. I mean, no doubt her lines are way better over here. Not only for the options that you have, but just in general, like the 22.5 points. And then you can take the pay cuts for some of these. Like, I probably wouldn't even mess with the 19.5 points. You might as well just go for the regular line here or something else. But yeah, 0.75x, I can get behind that.
Word up.
All right, and then, oh man, I know we're gonna have PTSD about this one. So
someone said
I know
that
here in the comments too.
Yeah, someone was saying it already.
Yep. So good old Talbot. We're gonna go right back to her. I think, so first off, we totally got screwed over on the rebounding. Like, let's be clear about that. They had a stat correction in the first quarter for a team rebound, and then they had a stat correction in the fourth quarter also for it. All right, so. Even all that BS aside, she still somehow only had 1 rebound in the first half, which is totally just unbelievably outlandish. And the fact that she still ended the game with 6, I mean, tells me that was totally still the right play. We just, we got gypped at the end of the game or beginning of the game, however you want to look at it. So it sucks, but the funny thing is, both of these props actually missed by 0.5 this last game, and honestly, I think she goes over both of them here. Serbia, super just mediocre defense. She's still the primary playmaker. I mean, it's just her and Sammy Wickham. And then the rebounding, even though, there's a lot of hands on this team, but she's still playing pretty hefty minutes. And I think also this last game, she just ended up losing out minutes to some of the bench players because they came in and got hot. Like Tess Magden played out of her damn mind, and that is not her. She's not that player. And they just had a bunch of like randos off the bench get really hot for them. So it kept them in the game, not a shocker, and it ended up winning for them. So I think that was just a current product or a product of that current game flow that we had with, the second unit was just hot because she still came back, played 28 minutes. But the first half really hurt us because she lost a lot of minutes there. So
yeah,
I know it's a groaner. But she missed both of these by 0.5. But she's been crushing them. I mean, crushing them.
Yeah, I like it. I like doing stuff like that. I mean, the first 2 games she had 34 minutes. Did everything we needed her to do. And like you said, the last game changed up a little bit. Bookies put her lines down attainable again. So I don't mind that at all. People are going to cry about it. I know, hey, don't take it. Don't worry about it. Watch the green later.
Yeah. I mean, dude, and just, look at the bench players. Again, I can't stress that enough. Like, Kayla George played almost 25 minutes. Like, that's insane. That has not happened at all. And, even though she only snagged in three rebounds, the problem with her is she plays a lot of selfish balls. So she'll get the ball and hold it. And then we'll either bounce it out at somebody, or she'll try and do like a late shot. And there was so many connects to her where she was just holding on to it and not doing anything. But again, the biggest thing, Tess Magnan, though, she was a thorn in the side, and just, playing lights out. So, I get it, 4-6 from 3, but a lot of things just kind of ended up breaking that way where she just, barely lost out at the end there. So even just give her 2 more minutes, I guarantee you she would have hit that.
So what are you on now? You're on her 6.5 boards and 6.5 assists. You like both? Do you like one of them more than the other, or just what you gonna do? Just kind of rotate them? No, 5.5 assists.
Kind of leaning a little bit more to the assist here. I think that her shot is absolutely busted. She cannot make a bucket to save her life. So she's still going to default to the RA first. But I think them running the offense through her primarily is tipping my hat a little bit towards the assist. But the rebounds are interesting just on the fact that most of all the sites have already moved her to 7.5. And that kind of makes me think that they know what's up, but they really don't want to just put her at the 6.5. But at least PrizePicks, they're going out on a limb and leaving this here. So that kind of just has my interest.
I feel like that's going to bump to 7 possibly, and Emma's probably going to bump down to 4.5. So, with the things like this, man, when it's the Olympics and you just kind of got to do the best you can, I guess, without being able to figure out a way to say it any better. It's not as cut and dry. It's not as easy as what we're used to. But at least play things that are going to bump like that we feel good about, and then we'll get the value at least, right?
Yeah, we can't control, these players going out and actually doing stuff. So let's, I'll bring up a stinger here again. Jamal Murray, his assist play.
Yeah.
As much as I saw, F Jamal Murray, all this dude sucks. Like, no, it wasn't even him. I'm not even mad at Jamal Murray. Canada sucked ass today as a whole. They could not make a bucket to save their life. That first quarter was downright pathetic. So, of course, he's not going to convert any assists. You got the likes of Dylan Brooks going 0 from the field and somehow still a creative player in the NBA league.
RJ Barrett, terrible too.
RJ Barrett couldn't find a bucket. Dude, we were hanging on to dear life. Once Jamal Murray started shooting, because nobody else could make a bucket, then that plan was just kind of out the window.
Even SGA was missing free throws in the fourth quarter too. That was wild.
It's weird. weird stuff like that. So I mean, stupid stuff like that is totally unfortunate and out of the control of our hands. So as much as it does suck, that. Oh, what did we lose?
We lost something.
Yeah, what was the second play?
Hey, Misa, her assist.
Yeah.
We knew it was happening.
Yeah, Emma's gone.
What is it, 4.5 or just off the board?
I think it's gone.
Oh
Yeah, it's gone right
no,
now.
somebody nuked it.
Well, she'll come back in 4.5, no doubt.
Well, good thing we already got it in. Hopefully people watching got it in. Hopefully they saw it and were like, let me get that in quick.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh man, they're moving a lot of stuff. So Promise, she bumped down from 5.5. Alexis at 5.5 assists. I saw we had a comment. Somebody was asking about that.
I was thinking that Promise under might have been all right too.
Yeah, the Promise I like, but dude, I'm so almost just done and making almost a rule of thumb like we can't take unders versus USA. Like I swear to God, these players turn into Curry Jordans like overnight whenever they play us.
I feel like
every single time.
It's kind of like the All-Star game. It's like they don't really care because they're already ahead and they're just like, whatever, have fun. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like take Embiid example, or for example today. So even though he played phenomenal, like look at his shot selection. He was not interested in challenging anybody or being down on the block like whatsoever. That dude was chucking threes and going for the mid range, and then of course the defender, Bruno, he's not gonna be tired at all. He ain't got to defend shit. Like there was no opportunity for him to defend anything. So he's just like, all right, well, I'm out here in the 3-point line as a center. So whenever I turn around and burn your slow ass on defense, somebody's gonna lob it down the field to me, and I'm gonna run up and just yam it or throw it up for a layup. And I mean, they were just doing that the whole game. So it sucks, and it really sucks because these teams with nothing to lose, like they're not just going to bench their players. So even if they're playing, down 30 or whatever the case is, they're still out there in garbage time, repping their nation and trying to, at least go out with a bang. So.
You would think most of the time, but remember that one second half, man, there was 2 days in a row. Second halves were so close and that shit happened. Remember they took Alvarado out? He didn't even play the whole fourth. I'm like, why, bro? He was there already. It was so easy. 7.5. Easy. He scored like 7 in the third quarter or whatever. They took him out and never brought him back. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes they were like, you did a good job. We don't need to put you out there down 30, But for the most part, you would think what you're saying is going to happen. Now, the United States, on the other hand, if they get up 30, they might be putting Asia on the bench and Stewie on the bench and blah blah blah, but
yeah, the teams that advance, I mean, for sure, if they can get a chance to rest their players, they're gonna pull them a little bit early. But I think at least for USA, I mean, we should see them all play somewhere around 20 minutes. I will say, at least for the women's side of things, their coaches are a little bit more loose on their rotations and rules, so they'll leave them out there for just a tad bit longer, and then like Steve Kerr will. So that is at least a bonus for us.
Word. Okay.
All right. Well, let's roll through some comments and questions. And,
all right.
See what everyone's got to say.
Let's see who's here and who's in a good mood. I see Danny's here. Big Danny's here. He said he's first today. Big Danny said, "Fuck the rest. I'm first." He said,
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck Ian, fuck Youngin, fuck Sean too." Just kidding. Sean says, "Nice job, Danny." Cause see, we're all friends. Appreciate it, Sean. And then Sean does have movie trivia for you again, but I'm gonna go back to that after we look at a few more basketball things. Chris is here. What's up, bro? He says, "Let's get this bread." Appreciate you. Always here with the positivity. He says, "First to light some gas." There you go. You beat me to it. I have it sitting here, and I'm glad you said it because now I'm going to light it. Eric said, "Let's fucking go." What's up, Eric? Another Eric. I like what Chris said here. He said, "Call me a toaster because I be where the bread is at." Okay.
I like that.
Okay. AOD is here. United as one. We are all fucking D-gens. What's up, AOD? He said, "I miss when we were all one big happy family." AOD, I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean. It's tough world out there, Some people get along, some people don't. Some people love each other, some people don't, or some people love each other and just can't hang out. But it is what it is, man. We still continue forward and have fun, do what we can do. He says, smoke weed, cash bets, fuck it. There we go. Exactly. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
We're ready for some basketball questions. Danny C says, Alexis Peterson under 5.5 assists. And I'm going to light this up.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to look at. I was getting caught up in the comments here. Yeah, so she's minus 120. They're thinking she's probably going to go under, which, I mean, I totally get that. Where's old?
Let's not forget, while you're looking, let's not forget that the unders we were thinking about today went 9-1. Let's not forget that as we think about unders today as well.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, it's kind of crazy to see mostly the amount of unders. Obviously, the one under that did hit was that one hurt. But
hey, you know what though?
A
lot of people were on that same play. It's not like we were some crazy people for that. And you know what? No one was on that we were on under Giannis rebounds and under Giannis PRA. Smackola, not even close.
Oh yeah, he came way short, and shoot, even Tice for that matter. I mean, shit.
Tice had 2 points at halftime. Giannis had 2 rebounds at halftime.
Yeah, so I don't mind the Alexis call for a couple reasons here. One, it seems like this is, definitely going to be a much slower game, a bit of a tougher defensive matchup. So Japan, USA, very fast-paced games where, she had a reasonable amount. But I think the interesting thing for her is they've kind of had to lean on her a little bit more for her shooting, even though it's been a bit all over the place. Her field goal volume, though, is still kind of skirting around that double-digit range. So she's the only problem with her, man, is she just plays a ton of minutes. She's gonna play a lot of minutes. So the game against USA, even though it was a smackdown, she still played 33 minutes. But that's that first game where they had to push it, where she really had to play. She played 39 minutes. That's a yikes right there.
It is a yikes.
But she's only cleared it one time. It was against Belgium, which is a little interesting. But 4 and 5, she's only 5.7 on average. So it's right there on the line. You're really just kind of sweating. Who she's passing it to. So most of that is going to be down off to Satu. But a lot of the other shooters on this team are pretty bad.
What happened
to Phoebus? We could find out confirmation about Nayara.
I know. So I was going to say too. So what happened to Phoebus? She did good the first game, and then she just, meh.
Yeah, so it's been meh from her. She's just been out there snagging rebounds, and she had a spike assist game against Japan. Not really surprised there, but yeah, I don't know what's up with her. She's playing minutes, but just not doing anything with it.
Do you have any? Do you have any Satu over points love, or is that too high for you? Too rich for your blood?
The 18.5 I think is right there on the line for her. She's still taking a pretty hefty. Oh, see that juice actually went up on it.
Wow, that's huge. What the hell?
She's really gonna try to put the team on her back.
That's crazy, bro. Under 18.5 is plus 124 on DraftKings. That's craziness.
Yeah, she's 18.5 on PrizePicks still, right?
I think so.
Were you thinking over or under for her?
I was thinking over, but those are one of those plays where I'm like, I don't want to give those plays out to people to play, but if they understand the risk and they don't want to be mad and cuss her out and say she's banned if she scores 18. But I personally think she got a good shot to get there. Same with Gabby, she's at 13.5. They're going to play all of the minutes they can play. Do I want to call that as one of my favorite plays? That's hard to say. But, I'll probably be playing it personally, just small, just to cheer for him.
Who's that, Satu?
And Gabby.
Oh, yeah. The biggest kind of interest for Satu, I think, is just his field goal volume. It went way up the last 2 games, way up.
Yeah, that first game wasn't that her first game back? Just kind of getting back into it? or am I mistaken?
Yes. I mean, excluding the prelims and stuff like that. The biggest thing about that game was her sister was playing, and she was playing really well.
That's right. You still went to the free throw line 10 times. I mean, who else do they have? This is a game. It's win or go home. So
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of randos on her on this team. So it's really just her, Peterson, sprinkling Phoebich, and then this
She's gonna be-
Louisa,
he's gonna be calling for the ball
who's their
all game.
yeah. And they started Marie here in place of Nayara, but I mean basically these two were playing the 4 and the 5. They've been really cutting into each other's reboundings, but neither one of them a great scorer at all. So I mean they're gonna have to. So and kind of circle back to an interesting point about Peterson, the fact that I mean really we're banking on her feeding Sabali for the most part for those conversions, because she's going to be taking such a large majority of the team's field goal volume as a whole. But the fact that she actually might have to take on a lot of shots here too is something interesting, just with the team struggling. And, she doesn't really have any other outlet besides Satu, because Phoebich is super sketchy. Phoebich can also not hit a 3-point shot to save her life, apparently. So the conversion rating, much, much lower.
Right. I'm gonna do a like check because we got 53 people in here, which is pretty decent for midnight on the East Coast. So appreciate everybody in here. If you guys could, if you don't mind, hit the like for us, please. It helps us out a lot since, that's what YouTube likes to do. And I haven't seen anybody else really talking much about women's Olympic props. So hit the like for us, guys, so we can get some other people to find us. It helps. Appreciate you. Okay, Danny C says, Gabby Williams points, like I was saying, it's a little, me personally, I love Gabby, but it's another one of those things. It's kind of hard to give out that play, It's a cool play, but to be one of the top plays to cheer for Gabby, because we know she can disappear and just pass and rebound sometimes. So...
yeah, that's the only thing about her sometimes, I love the minutes. I will say, I definitely like the minutes. I would like to see this field goal volume come up a little bit because, man, did she make us sweat down in that fourth quarter to get over this. But it's so a couple things here, too, interesting. Take note of the fact that, she was at 5 assists the other day. Obviously, horrible in second half. She just basically stopped after the first quarter passing and didn't pick up any real assists until like way at the end of the game. So it's interesting though that it was at 5 then, and then on the books they opened her at like 6.5 again for this slate. So a bit of an interesting notion there that they still have the tax on her. So I'm curious to see if she actually makes a little bit more again for this outing. And just something to notice. I would like to see that field goal volume just come up just a touch though.
And her minutes really aren't that high. I swear she's going to play more today. Or tonight, or tomorrow morning.
So,
or whatever.
I mean, Battier, she's clearly been leading the team in minutes. I mean, she's played like damn near 30 minutes every single game. 30, 31, and 27. So she plays, their center, that big position out there for them. And, I mean, they could run Gappy a little bit more. But I guess the thing that, as you mentioned, the minutes could totally go up even more because they were technically, locked in already for the second round, so they didn't have to push the starters. And even though they did lose the game down to the wire,
they knew they were in already.
Yeah, because they beat these two opponents by so much here. It's really hard to gauge how much we're going to take from this and how much from this game. Somewhere in between that's going to be the truth. But I would like to believe she's going to be playing. I really want to see 30 minutes, man. I really want to see 30 minutes. Like, it worries me the fact that she has yet to play 30 minutes.
Yeah, she's one of those ones where if somehow they give us second half and we see her with 17, 18 minutes in the first half, we're attacking that over.
Yeah, but honestly, I still like the points. I think that's a solid play. She feels like the Yvonne point play that we had the other day in that game stack where we just knew her, and I think it was her and Arella. We just knew they were going to go at it. So, yeah, I can get behind the 13-5 when. I'm not even going to say if, when she moves to 14 or 14 and a half. I don't know about that. You want to, since you got some personal love for her too, let's put this in the queue?
Nah. That's just a personal play. I don't want to share it with anybody.
All right, we'll just leave it hanging here, and then we'll decide later.
All right. Danny C says Stewie rebounds. I was looking at Stewie rebounds, and I was looking at the 7.5, and I was thinking, that might be another under. I know Danny was probably thinking over, but
yeah, over under. I mean, she's only gone over the 7.5 just one time against Japan. Super cake matchup. I think she's going to be right there around that 7 line. I got her for 7. I don't know about for 8 because we still haven't seen some of the bigs around her, like Feezy, for example. Feezy being the main one. If the more she plays, the less that Stewie's going to rebound.
And the more they're ahead, they're going to rest Stewie because they're just trying to, keep her fresh for the next games. She might be sitting a little in the 4th. You love that under at that point. And also they got old BG. They got Asia. They got all kinds of rebounders on that team. For her to get 8 in a game where she might not even play the 4th quarter, that's asking a lot.
Yeah, if she plays over 30 minutes, I think she's totally live to go over the rebounds. But if it's going to be a high spread like they're projecting and she goes to the bench a little bit early, that 25-minute range, it's going to be right there on the line for it. I mean, again, Japan, super cake matchup. Super cake.
Hey, E, I tell you what, I might be having a Stewie under rebounds on one of my sheets. I'm going to pull it out later and be like, look at this. And you're going to be like, where'd you do that? Who? Nice share, buddy. And be like, sorry.
She did have some second half rebound lines there for a little bit, so that maybe 2.5. That might be a little scary, but 3.5.
Well, I'm going to guess what you said. I think you said, because you were cutting out, I think you said Stewie's rebounds second half. Is that what you're saying? You matrixed out. You matrixed out for a minute.
Did I? My bad. Let me close down some of these extra tabs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I was saying they had her at 3.5 rebounds for a couple of those early games. So just keep an eye out. I think 3.5 totally fine for an under, but 2.5 might be a little scary.
For sure. Yeah, 3.5 would be nice. Herman says promise assists. So I assume when people say don't say under, they mean over. So he means over. Now she's down to 5, right?
Yeah. She opened at 5.5 and she went down to 5. Another thing with her, she's probably going to play a ton of minutes here. It is USA, and it seems like all these teams, I swear, are just getting up and playing just straight up crazy caliber against us. But a lot of teams have really struggled to put up assists against us. I mean, it's going to have to come from the 3-ball landing. So that is going to be, i.e., Kalu and one of these other players, because they keep changing the starting 5 up too, which is making this team a little bit more unpredictable. So not really 100% sure who for certain that 5th player is going to be starting. I mean, they need to go with a bigger set here, so we could see Musa back in the starting lineup again, alongside the other starting 5 they had the previous game. So kind of hard to say. I like Promise at that 4.5 assists. I could see her getting 5, but getting 6, that's kind of pushing it. Let's see, what did she do this last game? Because I know she had herself a good game.
I think she had 6, I want to say. Or was it 9? I can never tell with that ridiculous order.
It's so annoying.
It's the worst.
Yeah, so she had 6 against Canada in that last game. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I think, again, just for her, the minutes going to be the best thing here. It does suck that she is minus for the under. Juice for the under. But I don't know. How you feel about her?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I'm sticking to the leaning towards unders in general right now because it's the Olympics and we don't know what's going to happen. It's hard to say she's going to have one of those full strength assist games and she's just going to go for it. So it's hard to bet on that to me personally. I'd rather stick to the stuff I feel better about, like the ones we've been talking about, especially the unders we've been talking about. Because even in their best games, I mean, that's the point. They could go crazy and get to that number, but at the same time, if they get in foul trouble, if they sit, if they have a bad game, all the unders can hit. So for Promise to get 6 assists, she's going to have to have a really good game. I'd rather not bet on that. I'm betting for people to fail.
Yeah. And the thing is too, it's so the men's US or the women's USA team totally different from on the bench units. They will not just be dejected and check out. So our bench unit we're talking AT and Sabrina and Copper and Jackie,
another
and
all-star team.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, it's an entire all-star roster through and through, and the laziness, I'm going to pick on the guys here just because they are older, so a little, more lax there. But in general, like these, the second unit comes in and they play. Like they do not let their foot off the gas. I mean, we've seen Sabrina, this last couple games. I mean, she's coming in, racking up a fair amount of assists, but she's shooting the ball a ton. I mean, she's just letting it fly now. So the filter on all that is totally uncapped. And Nigeria, another team that's just going to battle down to the end. So I think that, they're going to be super gassed at the end of the game. The starters will be, but we're going to see a pretty high scoring game. Or we're going to see Nigeria go out and put up like 50 points. And you're going to be like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, very possible. Kevin Thomas says, click the like button. Appreciate you, Big Kev.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you guys could hit the like, let's do, since it's not normal WNBA, we were shooting for 50 likes before the stream's over. Let's shoot for 30, guys. If we get 30, we're going to have a good day tomorrow. We just need 30. We're at what are we at? 18? 18. We need 12 more. That's easy, guys. Yeah. If you could hit the like for us. Easy.
I went through the lucky cat back on and everything. I'm like, all right, we gotta get this thing again.
Okay. I see how tomorrow's gonna be already. AOD says E Money is cooking.
Hoping, man. We were cooking with some bad oil the last couple of days, so we gotta get it going again.
Oh, we'll get it. RF Boxing Media says Canada was pathetic today. Ooh, it is true. It is true.
God, it's so bad.
AOD agrees. He says frauds. Patty Mills cooked. AOD said Patty Mills did cook. Patty Mills had 22 at halftime. Craziness.
Yep. And he stayed under that RA.
He showed me. Oh, he did? Oh, man. See?
He had three rebounds, 0 assists. It was beautiful.
So that's what I'm saying. Look, all the plays we talked about, but not necessarily put on the stream or whatever. And a lot of the unders, the unders went. That's another under that we talked about. That's 10-1. I don't remember ones we talked about that went over. I'm just saying they keep coming up. There's something to this. There's something to this. Evan Sherman says Leonor Rodriguez over points.
Yeah, so old Rodriguez. That's who we're going to talk about. I was talking about earlier. So obviously Emma and Meg, they're going to square up down low, and then somebody else is going to have to help Emma, or not help Emma, help Meg score. And they've been mostly defaulting to Rodriguez here. So let's look at Spain.
Yay!
She's been playing pretty hefty minutes, so I do like to see that. And yeah, 42 minutes. That was crazy, that game. The only thing. So, I would say, first off, the positive thing about her, taking double-digit field goal attempts in every single game. Love to see it. She's taken a lot of threes, which is, kind of high-risk, high-reward play. Obviously they can go 1 from 6 and put up 5 points, or they can hit 3 of 5 and end up, with a banger game like that. But one thing I do like for her, though, is she's getting to the free throw line, and I think that's a huge bonus for her. Now, it's not the best matchup for free throws per se because most of the guards on Belgium are pretty disciplined. But I mean, just the fact that she's at least getting 2 trips to the line on average most of the games, I think that bodes really well for us. So we just need her to make some buckets because if she is turning the ball over 4 times and going 2 of 10, she is losing out on minutes. So just keep that in mind. That's one thing that is so unfortunate and also a blessing, circling back to the whole unders thing. So in the elimination games, it is either you're playing well or you're going to the bench. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And these players that aren't starting too, especially, I know you were big on Sago with Thiago. Dude did absolutely nothing off of the bench and did not play any minutes.
Yes, sir. Chris says, "Does the Olympic?" Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I can get behind her points. I mean, if you can find her at 13.5, that'd be a little bit more ideal.
It is on Underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris says, "Does the Olympic website provide potential assists?" We wish, Chris. We wish. We've been cheering for potential assists since WNBA. They don't even have it. So if you can go on a mission and find a potential assist for WNBA, let us know. We've been looking for that for years. I don't know. They're hating on women, man.
Sadly.
Hating on women. Sexist stat keepers. G-Man's here.
Yo.
Good evening, fellas. Let's get it. G-Man. Been here since day one. We keep it moving. Dolphins Plays says, "Can we get one more play for the 4-man? Fire emoji." He's calling that a 4-man. See?
Oh.
Leave Gabby up there. People start playing her. Don't be playing my girl like that.
We had the 4-man, but they took our play.
Yeah, he probably was saying it when the Misaman was in there.
We'll find a play. I mean,
you leaving Big Gabby up there like that? You feeling solid about Gabby now, Gabrielle?
Yeah, I think she'll go out, give us 30 minutes, 15 points, totally in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, you are trying to take my girl.
But do we run it back with Satu? That's the question.
I don't know. It's a lot of overs.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You gotta pull it back. Gotta pull it back. Just pick a few. Sean says, now I will say, Sean Drake came with 3 plays. He came with 2 on the stream yesterday, and he came with 1 the night before. He said Rudy under PRA. What did Rudy do? Rudy played like 3 minutes. Sean Drake beat ass with his plays yesterday. So I got to give it up to big Sean Drake. No bullshit. Now,
Rudy, he might not ever play for France again.
What the hell? Okay, so Sean says today, he says Atlanta Smith points. Now, she is down at 10.5. It's not the worst thing ever. Why didn't she get minutes last game? Just because they were already in, or?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's Olympic basketball.
The bench unit was just super hot, so that is unfortunate risk about this team in general. They're just so loaded on talent. I mean, dude, we have players that are super talented that aren't even playing minutes on this team. I mean, there's like Lauren Jackson and Christy Wallace, and there's a bunch of players who aren't even playing right now, and they're just kind of chilling in the wings. So we did have the points. Oh God, he scared me. We did have the points this last game, but she was at 9.5, so maybe we got lucky. I don't know. And also, we saw old Izzy. She kept her hands to herself finally, so she was out there cutting into minutes for everyone too.
Okay, well, Sean Drake will laugh at you tomorrow when Atlanta Smith has 12 points.
She's hold on real fast. I mean, she's 11.5 on the books, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
in its own right.
It is. I don't want to play her though. I'll let Sean play her, and I'll cheer for you, Sean. I will cheer for you, Sean. I will. I'll be there. What about Rodriguez under points? That's what I was looking at, under 14. That was one of my plays. I think did I throw that in the 4-pick or no? Did I just think about that one? Remember I threw
we were just talking about her.
Yeah, I know, but I was talking about earlier because I was looking at that too. Was that one of the? Yeah, that was one of the ones I threw in the chat. I said under 14. You were like, well, I like the Emma. Remember?
Yeah, I mean, she's right there on the line. Again, it's just how much of this field goal volume are we going to see from her? She's another one of these scary players, though. She could totally play some unhinged minutes. I mean, 42 minutes. I know it was overtime, but still, she could go out there and play 35, 38 minutes, no problem. Just something to think about. I don't mind it, but
Dolphins plays came with 2 in a row that were on my list. It's like he saw my 4-pick that I sent you. He has Badien under 10.5 points. See? Back-to-back plays. I think you're on to something.
The Badien, I can get behind that one a little more so. Again, only thing with her, she plays the most minutes on France, so you are going to sweat that. She has also stayed out of foul trouble. Well, that's something she used to struggle with, but she's playing a hell of a lot of minutes, so just keep that in mind. You're going to be sweating her down for at least 3 out of 4 quarters of the game. A little scary, this field goal volume kind of creeping up here. She kept it in check against Australia, but Australia is a really stacked front court, and they even with the bench unit, they actually came out with a pretty big set too. So it's right there on the line for her, but I think the 10.5 is totally doable for an under.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to play that under, make sure you go check out the video that says we love betting unders, because that has a whole little collage of her great shooting, so you'll feel a little better about the under. K Frosh says, I just got here. Did y'all mention Anderson's points? We did not. What do you think about old Yvonne Anderson? I believe that is who he's speaking of.
Yeah, so I mean, Yvonne, she's interesting. I do like the fact that her field goal volume has gone up. Where you at, Yvonne? It went up quite a bit over the last 2 games. So that is something that bodes really well for her. But she is still, I mean, again, primary playmaker for the team. So, I mean, you got to keep that in mind. She is still going to be one of the leads to set the offense. But let's take a look at this matchup. So, China, obviously, super favorable matchup. Spain. Serbia had such a cake schedule. It's not even funny. I mean, Puerto Rico, Spain. Spain was just kind of a tough matchup. But Puerto Rico and China, like, super easy.
Cakeola. My guys, we're at 23 likes. My guys, we need 7 more. Let's go, guys. We need good luck. Hit the likes, please. Go ahead, E. Sorry. I just saw the number. I said, we're going to get there. Okay, go ahead.
So the only thing that kind of stinks about her is she's an awful 3-point shooter. These the 1 of 3, 1 of 2, very fortunate to get those. So that's kind of padding that a little bit here. The thing that we need for her the most is to get to the free throw line. Like, that's where she really excels at getting over her point limit. Now, she's going to be another player who's going to be priced in for pretty heavy minutes. I think she could totally go out, play another 33 minutes, no problem. But we need her to find buckets, because if she gets in that passive mode where she just can't find a shot like she did against this Puerto Rico game, I mean, she was super passive. She was just snagging all the RA in the world. So do keep that in mind. But I like the fact that she will try to put the team on her back if it's going a little bit sideways. So another player also keep an eye out for if his team is trailing and she's not getting help around her. She in the second half, she's going to default to just shooting. She's not going to pass.
Okie doke. AOD says East Coast, best coast. Because I said midnight East Coast. He must be on the East Coast at midnight. Mofos. He said mofos. Chris says facts. Oh, there must be some East Coasters up in here. Okay, East Coasters. It's all good. We love East Coast, West Coast. We love it all. AOD says...
Hey, we appreciate the late nighters.
Hell yeah. AOD says smash the like button, you freeloading dingleberries. Jeez, AOD. It's kind of mean.
Hey, are you implying they're just hanging on? Heyo.
Chris says, barely can keep my eyes open, but we here. Hey,
we are.
Man, it's been a tiring couple weeks, guys. I have been staying up through the games, sleeping through the 4:30 a.m. game, and then watching the rest. Speaking of tired, oh boy. Chris says, so tired I don't even want to hit the gas. Damn. He said, but sleep is for the weak. Let's get this bread. Okay. Matt's here.
Yeah.
What up, Matt? What up, Matthew? He says Van Loo over 13 points. See, these people have been seeing the things I was showing you earlier, huh? What the heck?
Yep. Catching the bumps though.
She's 12 on Parlay Play. Matt, I know you have Parlay Play. You could go slide the line to 12. Get that cigarette smoker in your life.
They just took more of our plays. What the hell?
What? Who they take now? Gabby?
Yep, Gabby's gone.
I told you. Taking my girl. Right in front of you.
Well, we're trying to keep plays up for you guys. I mean, damn.
Hey.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see these move too.
Well, hey, it is what it is. She's 13.5 on Underdog, 0.9. I guarantee you she's still on Parlay Play. You know how Parlay Play is. They just keep giving you stuff no matter what. They're like, oh, it's cool. Come over here, guys. You have that over here.
Yeah. I mean, 13's all right. You know, she is playing a ton of minutes. The field goal volume is pretty solid. She's still one of the primary playmakers, so I mean, do keep that in mind. It's her, Emma, and then sprinkling some of the other players. Antonia being one of the other ones.
Bro, she gets minutes. Van Loo gets minutes.
Yeah, she gets some hell of minutes.
She's
sure.
Parlay Play, slide line to 12. It's sitting right there. I'm looking at it right now. Not bad.
What was the payout for that?
Better than PrizePicks normal play. That's how dope it is. But you can only play up to $20. That's how the slide line works. But you can slide it down to 12. One per 24 hours. It's pretty nice.
So, I mean, do keep in mind, she's been kind of shooting pretty bad. The thing that she really thrives on is going to be her 3-point volume, which, I mean, shooting 21% is kind of sketchy. And the fact that she's getting 0 free throws is a little bit alarming. So just know, I mean, this is definitely above her average. And she is, so same thing for her. And I'm gonna go back to Yvonne here real fast, just to kind of hit on this. These are lines that are above their current averages. And I will say, so for Yvonne, I think she's good for like 14.5. Asking for 16 or more is definitely getting on up there. Same thing for Van Loo. Like asking for 14 points is really getting on up there. I think 13 points, totally in the wheelhouse. We just need some threes to land.
Yeah, I could see it for sure. That Gabby plays over there at 13.5 too. Full payout. Those aren't bad. Boop, 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 boop. Lazy Bunny TV, join the club. He says, freaking Cabaclo. Oh, however you say his name. Boy, oh boy, from Brazil killed me. Hey, you are not the only one, bro. You are not the only one. AOD says he's a shell of himself versus Americans. Well, if he's a shell of himself today, boy, I don't want to see him in his good days. Chris says, all right, let's stop speaking on him. Yeah, we got to forget about him. Chill, that motherfucker. Let's see what else. What are you going to say? You just want to forget him?
Yep, he's eliminated, so we ain't got to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, get out of here, bruh. Lazy Bunny TV says also freaking Embiid not playing defense. Yeah. Anyways, he says on to the next. Yeah, that's how betting goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I still think it was a good play. Just didn't work out. Players didn't want to try. They were like, fuck it. We want to score 120. We don't care about Garden Dude. AOD says, does Embiid have knees? No, not really. I know, exactly. He scored 14 in the first half, and they were like, you got to go sit and rest. That was a long quarter of play you had there, Embiid. Go sit down. Danny C said, I was thinking over. LOL, you got me. He was thinking over for what? What was it? Danny.
Was that assist play?
I don't know. Trying to find it, sorry. I don't see it, bro. But hey, let me know what you were talking about, because I don't know. Chris says Embiid and defense never go in the same sentence. They're talking bad about Embiid now. Brother's 7 feet and can barely grab a rebound, he says. AOD says, promise under 5 assists. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, so Danny was asking about the Stewie rebounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, right there on the line for her. Promise, man. We did just talk about this. I think she's good for right there at 5 assists, like right there on the line.
Well,
she's been getting it.
He's saying under. The under at 5.5 was a lot nicer. Now at 5, it's kind of scarier. But
yeah, I don't know about the under. She's gonna play a lot of minutes, and she's been by far their default playmaker. I mean, by far.
I mean, the thing is too, you got to remember. And now that I bring it up, they make this even harder. Like, we already know it's hard because we can't really guess exactly what's going to happen with these coaches and players and all that. So it makes it just harder in general. But then think about this, bro. They don't even give us props. Like, we have so much nothing to work with in comparison. We don't have PRA, we don't have turnovers, we don't have free throws, we don't have anything like that. Like, so you got to remember that when you're like, the plays didn't go as good as I wanted them to. Yeah, but we don't have that many options. So you got to remember, it's not as easy as it is in the, WNBA. When that comes back, they're going to be mad.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to get those secondary props, too. I think we'll get those real soon. I'm hoping we get them when we come back.
I think so. AOD says with Talbot, rebounds over. He likes Promise under assists and Talbot rebounds over. I don't hate you for it. Danny says I'm gonna leave
her in the queue since they keep removing plays. And they keep some random stuff in here and see if they stay on the board.
They'll probably be gone before we're done. Danny says I'm taking Gabby Williams under assist this time. Took her over last time and she choked. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's one game to another. Never know. She is the playmaker of the squad. She's gonna have the ball. She's gonna be out there for 30-something minutes, maybe, probably. So watch out. Make sure you find the highest number. I believe on Underdog they have an even better one if you really wanted to do that to yourself. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. It's they have it at 6.5. You can go under at 6.5. What is it on PrizePicks? Is it 6.5 or 6? 6.
At 6, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want the under, go do it on Underdog. Although I'm not advising it. Going under on poor Gabby like that. Poor innocent Gabby. David says Satu over points. Kind of like that, right?
Yeah. Dude, I'm shocked she has not bumped. Oh, is she gone?
She gone. They're taking it all.
Yeah, we're getting all the bumps here. So
wow, that's okay.
We're getting all the bumps right now.
That's why you guys got to have other sites, because you go on Parlay Play right now and get them all. Underdog too. They got all kinds of better shit. It's so much easier to win on Underdog and Parlay. It's crazy. Thinking this parlay.
Yeah, dude, PrizePicks has been so weak.
I mean, it is what it is. Everyone got it, and they force you to use their props that they're going to give you. So that's why they win. It's all good. We get them. We get them in the long run because they're going to give us some shit we can smash them with later. WNBA is one of them. Watcher says, thinking this parlay on FanDuel, Yvonne Anderson points 16.5 under. Emma assists under 4.5. And Satu 15 points. It says Sally. I would assume that means Sabali, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's taking her alt 15 assists under Emma, Yvonne over 16.5. Or sorry, under 16.5. So he's liking 2 unders and Satu to get to 15.
Yeah, the Satu for 15. Yeah, that's actually a really good parlay piece. Minus 390. That's not bad at all. Siobhan under, Emma under assist. Emma under assist, that's a little scary. I mean,
we had 5 before they stole our plays. We had it.
Yeah, 4.5's right there on the line. That one, I'll say just a total question mark there. I'll be totally honest. And then Yvonne, 16.5. Wow.
I don't mind that.
I'm curious if PrizePicks would just leave her at 16 the whole time.
I honestly do not mind that at all. I go under her 16.5. Quick. Please give me that on one of these sites.
Yeah, that's right there. This is gonna be a pretty slow game. I mean, France just plays so slow. That's the only thing about them. And again, if any of her teammates are actually doing something for once, like she's gonna pass the ball a lot. She's totally a playmaker if she can be.
Hey guys,
She's
We're
what, 16 or 15 and a half on PrizePicks?
15 and a half on PrizePicks, 15 and a half on Underdog, 16 and a half. If Vic bumps to that, I'm going under.
Yeah, we'll throw that in the queue. That's pretty solid. The Emma, I don't know about that. That's right there. That's right there.
We need that 5, and that's why being in the Discord is so dope, because we put that 5 up, a couple hours ago? So,
Yeah.
hopefully a few of us are on that already. Big two's here. Sophie Cunningham's boyfriend has made it. I don't know how he got away. Maybe she's taking a shower or something. He just came over to say hi real quick. Fucking lucky bastard. Coach 91 Bets is here. He said wins are on the way. Hell yeah. Danny C says Antonia under assists. I didn't even know she had an assist line.
What damn it, we were just talking about her. What team is she on?
One of those teams.
I think it's Spain. I wrote her off after that first game, that she just totally broke my heart.
Yeah, she balled last game though. No, she's on Belgium.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She was way down at like 7.5, 8.5 points. She's all the way up to 11.5 now.
She's been playmaking a little bit more lately. I mean, she did have four against Japan, but that was such a cake matchup. That's really hard to take anything from that game. This team, again, they had a pretty solid schedule. She's right there on the line for it. I think she's good for at least 3 assists, but she's 3.5 on PrizePicks. Ooh, that's a sweat. Oh no, okay, she's at 4 now. So the 4, that's interesting.
That might be something.
I don't even know if there's lines on her.
I don't. That's what I was saying. I didn't even know it was there. It's not on Underdog.
Yeah. She's a high-minute player, so that is a thing. Unfortunately, she played 36 minutes this game in the crunch time game, so she's probably going to play 35 minutes again. Granted, she shot the ball a lot more that game, but still having 4 assists, that's kind of scary. If Emma's going off, she might be racking up this assist. She definitely might be.
Big M. Yeah, it's better to pass on that, I would think, right? I kind of like it, though.
I'm leaning towards... Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the under, just, because she only pushed it that one game.
Yeah, she needs 5.
She came up way short this one game, way short.
I always think of unders like that. Like, when they're that flat line like that, I always go, oh, okay, it's 4. And then I think, okay, she got to get 5. And then it just makes it feel so much better. And then unders hit more than overs, so it just automatically feels right.
Well, so the biggest thing for her, though, is it's not necessarily as much with Emma, because Van Loo runs the pick and roll a lot with Emma. We're sweating, is Van Loo going to get hot? Because if Van Loo's getting hot, that means that she's getting passes from Antonia in that case, and sprinkling a little bit from Emma as well. But the main pick and roll is between Van Loo and Emma, and then the offset is going to be her kicking out to a wing player, and then that extra pass is going to come back.
Okie doke.
Getting some Sabali unders.
Sabali under points or under 3s, he said. Under 3s.
Yeah, the threes are 2.5. She had exactly 3 in all 3 games, so I know. I know. I saw her threes was in a topic of discussion on the Twitter sphere. So slight community play. I get it. She's been super efficient, but man, is she taking so many shots. Like it's the volume is scary with Satu.
For real. It's hard to go under her for sure. Theo Nola Boy says Gustafson under points. I like it. And a whole bunch of fire emojis. What? Gustafson under points. Living on the edge.
You like it?
I don't love it because I'm a little scared because she's the main scorer on the team, but I liked her under rebounds way more on Underdog. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the under 9.5 is pretty interesting. Most of the sites already have her down to 8.5, anyways. So it's what a 0.9x payout here. Where you at?
0.95. It's right there in your queue, buddy. Right above your head there.
Oh, tripping. 0.95. Yeah. So it's I mean, really the only place we're gonna get it as far as like prop betting wise. So
Yeah.
don't mind that. Definitely don't mind the payout. Also real fast, I think that's Asia 9.5 rebounds, 0.8. That's totally doable. I think she's gonna have herself a game.
Now that
Yeah.
they stole Emma assist 5 under on PrizePicks, you're gonna take the 3.5 over on Underdog, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I still got this in the queue. I forgot you brought that up earlier. I mean, it's a smart play to do, honestly. I mean, if you have both sides, I would definitely recommend doing that. Just taking, well, now you can't if you didn't get it at the 5, but the 3.5 here, that's definitely appealing.
Okay. Herman says Linskin's rebounds. Now I know I sent you Linskin's rebounds under. Herman said fuck the under. He probably wants her over.
What is she? The 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, for her, it's really just the minutes. Oh wow, she bumped way down already.
She was there when
She
I
was
sent
at
it.
6.5.
Yeah, she was already there, bruh.
Okay, so keep this in mind. It looks like they are moving her back that direction. So if you're interested in the over, I would wait. She's going to move to 6 on PrizePicks at some point. I would take that over if you're considering it. But yeah, the 6.5 here. I mean, this is definitely right there on the line for her. She kind of weird rotations, weird minutes. Also gets into foul trouble too, which is something that she's just always struggled with. She's kind of like one of those real just down low, likes to get physical kind of players. So sometimes the fouls come with it, but she's also pretty solid on the defensive metrics too. She averages almost 3 stocks a game, so that's pretty impressive. But the rebounding, it's right there for her. I mean, that obviously Japan, I mean, everyone's racking up rebounds against them, so makes total sense. But real teams that she played, I think this is where her minutes are going to be. She typically always plays in the like 23 to 26 minute range. So 24 to 26 minutes again this game, barring any foul trouble. The only thing about her is I will caution if Big Meg is coming out and just feeling herself and she's shooting the ball like another 15 to 16, 17 times or so, whatever like that. If she's throwing up a lot of bricks, somebody got to catch those down low. So just keep that in mind. 6.5 under, lower than that, consider the over.
Watcher 7979 says AT over PRA 13.5 on Bet365 seems nice.
Yeah, she's minus 135. I saw that earlier too. It kind of sucks. She did end up playing more minutes this last game as we predicted. She just crapped the bed as far as the rebounding. That was just unfortunate to see. But assuming they come out and handle business here quite a bit, I would expect the RA to continue. The biggest thing that carries her over the top is just the scoring upside. How much is she trying to shoot, or is she just being super passive and dumping it down to like BG or whoever else is out there for the guards. So I like it. Assuming she's going to play another 18 to almost 20 minutes. So I think that could be totally solid for her. She is not on, obviously not, we don't have PRA lines.
Do they have a RA for her? Probably not, huh?
Not on any of our normal stuff, but she might be. Oh no, they're not even offering combos anymore. Wow.
Telling you,
Yeah,
man.
that whole that whole tab's just gone now.
Telling you, bro. They just be like, here, just take your pick of this crap right here and expect to win. Okay, bye. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, if you could straight bet that, I could totally see throwing a little half ski on that. No problem.
We're all D-Gens united as one. I like it when he says that. That's funny. It's true, though. We're sitting here talking about Olympic basketball and going through all these games. It's kind of interesting. Hey, guys, we're at 29 likes. We need one more for good luck on our bets. One more, guys. One more. Be that one. Chris says, going to get to the point where they start removing props as soon as E posts them. Yeah. They're watching E like a hawk.
Man, bro, I feel like it is sometimes.
You put them in there, you put them in the queue, and then they get taken from you right before you can get them in. It's the best. And it's right after your location doesn't work, and you're like, oh, fucking location again. Asia Wilson over 10.5 rebounds. Got it before the 11 bump, Dolphin said. So it's 11 now?
Yep, sure is.
Wow, and you can get 9.5 on Underdog, but I guess it's only 0.8. So, yeah, always got to remember that. Oop, number 30 just came through, whoever that was. Good luck on your bets. You got good luck on your bets today. That's what's up. K-Frosh says... Satu...
Magic's falling in line.
There we go. K-Frosh says Satu is back with 19 points. Oh, she's at 19 now, he's saying.
Yeah, we figured that was going to bump.
Well, hell no. I'm not taking that over. Whoever takes that over, they must not have anything but PrizePicks. And PrizePicks loves them for that. Dwayne Williams says, what's up, fellas? Y'all made me a few dollars today with the unders. Thanks, G's. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you. Glad you could get some
love to hear it.
Get some dollars because some of the overs.
Oh,
yes.
And outside of I was gonna say real fast, outside of Canada crapping the bed for us today, we hit every other book bet that we had talked about.
What else did we have? I know we had Germany. What else was it? Was it Serbia?
Yeah, in Serbia.
Nice.
And a bunch of the alternates, totals and stuff like that too. All those came through.
That's what's up. The lines in the different things like that, totals and stuff like that. That seems to be almost easier than props, where usually that's harder in normal play. But when we don't know these players, we don't know the coaches, etc., all these new rules. I think putting more money on this stuff like in the books is probably the way to go. I don't know. Just an observation. DTB Breezy says Sammy Whitcomb assists under. What do you think? I know. I was looking at that too. It's 5.5. Pretty high.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely on up there for her. She's she is due for a Sammy game, like an actual shooting game. We saw the flash of Sammy at the beginning, and then it's like she just kind of faded off into doing nothing somehow. I'm not really sure how that worked out for her, but I did see also, I talked to you and brought it up in her 1.5 threes. They ended up taking that one down, so that one is gone. But
I knew you were scared of her under when I sent that 13.5 and you just ignored it. I was like, oh, he's scared. You started talking about her over threes.
Maybe just a little smidget here, but so I mean the thing that we've seen with her is the trade-off is, of course, the playmaking is going to go down as the scoring goes up. So 14 field goal attempts here. She only had 3 assists. Makes total sense. She's been turning the ball over a lot lately too, so that is something to kind of notice. And she did get in foul trouble in that Canada game, which is kind of weird. But they need scoring. That is a problem with Australia right now, is they have a lack of scoring or lack of consistent scoring. I mean, we have the likes of Talbot, who averages 3 points a game, Ezzy, who can't keep her hands to herself to actually stay out there, and then Alana Smith, who go out put up 0, or she's going out and putting up 12, 15 points, whatever. So they need something more consistent, I think, for this elimination game. I mean, 10 field goal attempts is not going to do it from Sammy. They need a little bit more than that. I'm definitely not expecting 10 assists again. That's insane.
Release the tuna.
Yeah. Oh, they played against France last one. Shoot, I'm tripping. which also, I mean, she had 7 assists that game, but again, the field goal volume just trending down over these last two. So I don't know about that one. They got pretty lucky to get that dub. France definitely choked in the fourth quarter. I remember that. Okay, interesting, interesting. Dude, her RA would be pretty insane, actually.
They don't give a shit, bro. Here, take these points, take these rebounds, take these assists, and guess what? You only get the rebounds we want to give you, and you only get the assists, and you only get the unders that we want to give you too. How about that? Have fun. And you expect to win? I mean, hey, they're not making it easy, but we're still gonna do it. Chris says that location error rage felt personal. Yeah, bro, for real. Babyface AJ says, "What's up, bro?" He says, "Play of the day." Do you have a play of the day? Do you have one that sticks out or not?
I mean, it depends on what side, I guess. I mean, we've already had a couple plays, but I mean, they pulled so many of them already. I mean, the Emma under, I felt pretty solid about. Stewie, I still like her quite a bit. I'll be honest, I think she gets pretty active for this game, but we are playing with a bit of blowout risk there. Talbot, I'm going to go back to her R&A here. I mean, she came up by 0.5 in this last game, but it was a tougher matchup. France plays really, really slow. Serbia plays fairly quick, and it's the second highest slate total. So, I mean, if we're talking prize picks here, I guess these would be mostly in order. And I forgot they had Batty on here too, so we could totally play her under.
Badine, you like that Lexus under assist there? A good amount?
Kind of. So I'm torn between either her assist under or even the points. I mean, honestly, I think 14.5 points is pretty high for her. The only thing that is unfortunate is France is still rolling out that you might as well say 3 out of starting 5 because Marine, absolute dud on this team. I have no idea how she continues to start. And then there's another player who goes out and plays like 10 minutes a game. Again, no clue why you are a starter for this team. But I digress.
I thought Marine wasn't starting though. She's not starting, right?
I mean, she did a couple of games. They keep messing with the starting lineup.
Oh,
which
this
is very,
Marine.
very
I'm sorry.
frustrating.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the other Marine. My bad.
Yeah, this Marine who is awful. They just continue to throw her out there.
I have a feeling the other Marine's going to go over her 10.5 points too. I mean, call me crazy.
Oh yeah, Johannes. Yeah, they need Johannes because I don't know what happened this last game. She died out there on the field.
Yeah, but that's what we like. Now her line's way lower than it should be. Oh, you're just chuckling about it now? That's rude. Poor Johannes.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I knew this was such a fraud. 5 out of 9. I mean, come on. No. 1 out of 2 out of, like, this is more in her wheelhouse. But, again, I mean, 10.5 points is really, really low. So, I would like to see her shoot more from the floor. Like, please dial back. This last game, I liked seeing this. A little more mixed, from the field and from the three-point line. Please shoot the 2 ball because you cannot live off just the threes. Like, please stop doing this.
Please stop doing.
And they have nobody for the second unit. Their second unit is like 1 player, and then Marine, and that's it.
Please stop doing this, he says. Okay, I think you lied to yourself again because you said you were going to go an hour, and you've already been an hour and a half. Good job. Time flies.
Yeah. We're having fun here.
See?
There's a lot of folks in here, so I mean, hey, just hanging out with the fam here.
I know, it's fun. You know what, though? It's funny because every single time you say, yeah, I'm going to keep it shorter today, I always go, in my mind, I go, sure, buddy. Good one. Anyways, you ready for the movie trivia? Because I think we're to the end of the questions, and if there's a few more, we can get to them at the end. But you want to hit this Sean Drake trivia, as usual, and see if you can get this right and have good luck for all of our bets?
Yeah. We'll end on the old trivia here. I know we usually do our outro for the plays, but man, they kind of gimped us on this. Man, they took a lot of our goods here.
You can still go through them really quick with just plays you kind of like. I think that'd be cool, and then you can flip to underdog like before, if you don't mind. Where are we at with the underdog? Can you? Yeah, just flip through them real
All
quick.
right, so we'll remove her because I mean we have that. So I mean I think unadjusted lines. These three. Satu or no? Satu or no? I think that's the big question mark.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right. So if not her, what did we have? Do we have something else we could throw in here?
Well, I had under Sammy Tuna, but you just told me I could go somewhere with it.
Okay.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
You really want?
Nope.
I mean, if you're feeling it, we'll dance with Sammy.
Nope. I don't want to dance with Sammy now. Nope. We gotta both like it the same, or it doesn't even make sense.
Man, it sucks they pulled those props. That's like actually kind of obnoxious.
Sammy is 12.5 on the books, though. I don't know why you're.
Oh,
13.
here we go.
Gabby.
Here we go. Oh, Gabby. Yeah.
Big Gabby. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Movie trivia, and then you want to.
So I mean, it's still.
Sorry.
I was saying, and it's a 4x at least. So I mean, it's still a decent payout.
Not bad. So let's do the movie trivia, and then roll through go over PrizePicks and Underdog real quick, and we'll be good. Ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Coolio. Sean Drake says, OKE for late night tagline trivia, possibly the shortest tagline so far. From 2009, new model, original parts.
Wait, what?
New model, original parts.
Oh, that's the tagline? I thought you were like getting to the question.
New model, original parts. E. Do you have an answer?
You said 2009?
2009.
God, I should know that.
I have my finger on the Price is Right miss button just from your attitude right now.
It's gonna be something as soon as you say it. I'm like, oh, I don't,
Oh.
all right, I don't know.
1,000%. Fast and the Furious, 2009.
Oh, now it would be a Fast and the Furious one when I said that the other day.
Come on, bro. He's giving it to you. Oh, man. Oh, well. Appreciate you, Sean. Let's look real quick at the end. There's nothing else there. Guys are talking shit, laughing at us. We love it. Night, gentlemen. Best of luck today. Best of luck to you as well, Chris. And let's giddy. Let's actually go through those real quick so I can make the other little video. Just do it like yesterday. Just quick as fuck. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Ready?
Yeah. Shoot. Do we want to just leave it for these two first here for PrizePicks?
Yeah,
Let's
I think.
leave it at that for a 2-pick.
Yeah, you don't even have to 2-pick it or nothing. Just say those are your plays that you're kind of liking, and leave it at that. I would say. So there's no pressure on a 2-pick and.
Be 2.
Huh? What'd you say?
Well, okay. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll just go through them. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So first up, we got Brown, 17.5 points going up against Nigeria. Should be a pretty solid matchup. She's cleared this in 2 out of the 3 games. We just need her to play about 20 minutes and should get there for us. Second up, we got a split play between Talbot, her 5.5 assists and 6.5 rebounds. I know a bit of a groaner play. She burned us this last game by 0.5, but we did get stat corrected out of it, so a bit unfortunate there. Going to go right back to it. Very soft matchup against Serbia. And she's cleared both of those in 2 out of the 3 games. Next up, we got Alexis Peterson under her 5.5 assists. Seems like this is a bit of a high line for her considering the matchup and the pace. She's cleared this in a couple of the games, but I think they're going to default to her a little bit more on the actual shooting like she's done over the last couple games. So seems like a bit of a stretch for her. And then last up, we got Badiane under 10.5 points. She's really struggled to actually convert shots from the field. I mean, just an awful shooter. If it's not something that's immediately under the basket or down low, she struggles to get there. So just plays that we have interest for tonight. They did take down a couple of plays earlier, so that is unfortunate. And then moving over to Underdog. We got 3 plays here for us. First up, Asia Wilson, this 9.5 rebounds. I think at an 8x, this is totally a solid value, a nice parlay piece for any of the other cards you're going to build for the evening. And then next up, Meg Gustav, under 9.5 rebounds. Underdog's actually one of the few sites that still have her at 9.5. Most of the books and sites already have her bumped down to 8.5. And then last but not least, we got old Gabby, 13.5 points. Just seems like a touch low for somebody who's going to have the ball in her hands pretty much the whole game. And she did clear this in the last game. So when push comes to shove, they're probably going to default to her.
Love you, Gabby.
All right. Was that quick enough for you? A little recap.
That was perfect. Love it. Cool. We're good to go.
All right, y'all. All right. Yeah, see Amy under points. Yep, I don't mind it. She's going to have to be dealing with Asia and Stewie and our big front court down low. I think she's also another one who is subject to some foul trouble.
Lean under, guys. Lean under.
Embrace the unders. Embrace them
till WNBA comes back, and then we'll embrace them more again. We will continue.
Yep.
Julio.
We're just a week out from that, so appreciate you guys being here. Underrated. My guy, you got anything else for us?
Nah, man. I'm ready to go. Let's get it out.
All right,
let's get out of here. And actually, this is the last time there's 4 games. We got to remember too. It goes down to 2 after this. So let's make it count, bruh.
That's right. Let's hope to wake up to some green. All right, fam. On the way out, if you guys one last little hoorah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. And as well, check out the 7-day free trial we're running for our Discord. Links below that. All right, y'all. Good luck tonight, and let's wake up some green. We out, you.